Zara's bedtime manner leaves a lot to be desired at the best of times, but she's really pushing it today. Doctors in half an hour. Now it's going to be a long fall off that high horse for Isaac in Shortland Street.
So you can operate?
No, I'm sorry, that won't be possible.
The antibiotics are doing the trick, so why not?
You went ahead.
Yes.
After I told you not to.
I felt the infection was sufficiently clear.
He's resting. Clear?
Isaac.
And again, 1 milligram of adrenaline.
Lesson learned, I think, Chris.
It's been 15 minutes. He's in PEA. Isaac, it's time to call it.
Okay. That's it.
Thanks for meeting me.
Sorry I ran off at lunchtime. That must have seemed a bit strange.
Yeah, did a bit. Hey, that guy you were talking to earlier, who is he? I'm sure I've seen him around.
Bloke I know through work. A beer for me, I think. Do you want one?
I had this boyfriend once. He was a gang member, a whitetail.
Wow. You run with a dangerous crowd?
Not anymore, but you do. Doug, I know who Eddie Ho is. I met him through my ex.
Well, in my line of work, you rub shoulders with a lot of different people. What's your point?
Just seemed a bit odd, that's all.
Tanya, I slept with you once. It was fun. I thought we might do it again, but it doesn't mean you get to know every little thing about me.
Where are you going?
I've had a long day and I want a quiet drink. See you around.
A date gone sour?
Just a quick drink. The quickest in history. He couldn't make it in the end, so he called in to tell me.
Oh, what, doesn't he have a phone?
So it was a date. You two! So, what's this I hear about the DHB offering you a job?
They did. I'm off to the States for 6 weeks to do the conference circuit with Randall Groves. He asked for me especially.
That's fantastic!
Isn't it just?
Gerald's peeved because Mum gets my job and he has to stay behind the desk alone.
Well, at least they put my pay up again.
But only till I get back, and then everything's back to the way it is now. Kind of takes the shine off a bit.
What? You should be so proud that the bigwigs have noticed you. A little support, maybe.
Go, Libby.
To Libby!
Spoken to the family yet?
I will in a minute.
Okay. I'll leave you to it.
I'm sorry. I should have listened to you.
This is the first patient you've lost. I'd like to say it gets easier. It does, I suppose, but not much.
I knew it'd happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it'd be my fault when it did.
The family's waiting. Do you want me to come with you?
No, I can do it. I am Dr. Wiggins. There was a complication with the surgery. I'm sorry to say.
Maybe you'll meet a Yank.
No, I won't be in one place long enough.
Maybe you'll have a whirlwind conference romance.
Have you ever been to one of these things, Gerald? They're the opposite of romance, believe me.
Here she is, our hero. Thanks for keeping this one in gainful employment.
It's only 6 weeks.
We'll work on the rest.
I'll make it going.
No, stay in and drink.
No, I have to pick JJ up.
You've got half an hour or so.
Yeah, I have some shopping to do as well.
Off you go. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Wash out. Another one of those?
Lovely.
Do you think she'll ever get used to seeing me and Ben together?
One day, maybe.
So you're off tomorrow?
The day after tomorrow.
Only gives us one day for a handover.
I'll leave you a comprehensive instruction manual.
And you have done this before, remember, when Libby was supposed to be on holiday with Oliver?
Yeah, thanks for that.
Oh, and don't look back. Maybe you're on your way to meeting a handsome young American doctor.
Why does everyone think I'm doing this to get hitched? Do I really come off as that desperate?
No, I didn't mean that.
I'm gonna go help Ben with the drinks.
What's it gonna take to make that girl happy?
You never made mistakes as a young anaesthetist?
Of course. But I never thought that I knew more than my superiors. Isaac does.
The nurses feel the same. Protocols go out the window, they get confused.
I've spoken to him.
Another talking to. That's it.
An official warning, of course.
From cousin Chris.
From his HOD.
I'm sorry, but I'm beginning to wonder if that'll be enough.
What do you suggest?
He needs to be supervised at all times until he realizes he's not a law unto himself.
I'll do that.
Perhaps that's the problem. At the end of the day, he thinks he can't be touched because you're his boss.
Oh, he's already told you the guts of it. He's giving evidence in a big pay bust. If you want to know more, ask Doug.
He's a bit of a closed book, your brother, isn't he?
That's pretty sensitive stuff.
And dangerous?
Probably.
Huh. Who'd be a cop?
When you get to Doug's level, there are certain perks.
Like what?
Oh, some big, free, fancy dinner at Mitford's the other night for him and the Ferndale crew.
Who shouted that?
Oh, no. Some grateful citizen saying thank you for the bus.
I didn't think police were allowed to accept things like that. I thought it was all in the line of duty.
Well, one dinner's hardly a payoff. Besides, Doug's always getting perks. It's not the first time he's been in the papers either. He's got quite a name.
Impressive.
Please don't tell me you're falling for him.
Of course not.
Then why the 20 questions?
20? I think it's been more like 2.
Tanya, don't go getting too serious about Doug. He's practically married to his job, and any relationship he's ever been in has always come a very distant second.
I'm not serious. Curious.
Should have seen the daughter's face. She's getting married on Saturday. I wanted to tell him it was all my fault.
You didn't, did you?
Well, that would have been my next big mistake. Never admit culpability. I've got that down pat. But I felt like such a fraud.
You'll get through this.
I don't know how I'm going to walk back into that operating theatre tomorrow.
Oh, you don't have to. Take a few days off.
Muck up your entire roster.
Let me worry about that. You need time to regroup. You won't be any use to anyone until you do.
I think Chris has lost perspective with Isaac.
Oh, that doesn't sound like him. And who ordered the cocktail?
That's for you.
Oh, thank you, but I'm working.
Take a break. Yeah, we won't tell.
Hey, get your hands off her.
Dad, it's okay. I can handle this.
Dad, you're in trouble now, mate. Sorry, Dad.
Hey, what's going on? Are these guys hustling you?
No.
What did you say to her?
Okay, can we do this somewhere else, please? You're making it worse. Are you okay? I'm fine. Everyone relax.
They were manhandling her. She is your wife.
I'll throw them out then.
Good.
Okay, you two are carrying on. Dad, sit down, please. Come on. She's a big girl now.
I told her I didn't want you pulling pints. This is why.
You'd rather I was in the back folding napkins?
No.
The people contact is half the fun.
Sophie, I can get anyone to do this. What I really need is another duty manager. Tell you what, I'll train you up and you can have all the people contact you want with the staff.
Really?
Yes, really. Having somebody else around here I can trust to run things would help me out no end.
You trust me?
What do you think?
Welcome.
Hi, how can I help you?
I had a latte.
Oh, sure. Oh, wait, your change.
But it's okay.
Oh, thank you.
Wow, there's a tip we sure didn't deserve. Why didn't you serve it?
I haven't started yet.
Would it have killed you to clock on 5 minutes early?
Okay, sorry.
Jackie, can you help Steph out back with some stock? What was all that about?
She said they're doing nothing while a customer was waiting to pay.
Well, she knew I'd be back soon enough.
That's not the point. It's called service.
But she's very good at it.
Not then she wasn't.
Oh, Soph, don't give her too hard a time, OK? Good staff are hard to find.
Fine.
Oh, hey, you after a coffee?
Not really, no. Eddie Ho. Did he ever talk about having contacts in the police force?
Why are you doing this?
Did he?
Told you I don't know.
But you know about him. His drug of choice to push? P, right?
He and his cronies got charged with possession last year, but they got off on a technicality.
How convenient.
Yeah, but that's all I know, so drop it. That's what you would have learnt in your lesson with Kingy.
Have you seen this?
What?
It's the Northerner website, archived articles from last year. There's heaps more too.
Wow, looks like someone's got the day off. A week if I want it. Might finally get past chapter 1. It's been sitting in my locker for days.
Is that what you're going to do every time you lose a patient?
You heard.
Yeah. That's tough. I'm sorry. But if we all head for the hills every time it happened, there'll be no one here. I mean, you surgeons lose 1 or 2 along the way. Well, that's every day for us in ED.
So what, not allowed a break?
No, I'm not giving you a hard time.
Doesn't sound like it.
You want to save lives? The risk is you'll always lose some too. Okay, it sucks. But the sooner you come to terms with that, the better doctor you'll be.
My confidence is shot, man. I don't know how to get it back.
Well, you won't find it on the couch, or the beach, or down at the pub, or wherever the hell it is you think you're going. Look, if you're going to find it anywhere, it's back in the operating theatre doing your job.
Day 1 and the strain is already showing. But Sophie's determined to make her mark as a trainee manager. But how will the staff react to being told what to do by a boss who's hardly old enough to drink in a bar, let alone run one?
Well, we're about to find out. Because if they don't start setting up the tables for the lunch rush, then I'm going to rip their heads off. Brian? Could you please grab someone and set up the tables in the dining room for lunch, please?
We usually do.
Usually do it after the morning coffee crowd, I know. But I'd rather you did it now. Is there a problem with that?
No. He's right. There's always time after the coffee crowd. But hey, what do I know?
We were just talking about Doug's trial.
Oh, yeah. What's been happening?
Nothing. It's boring.
Hardly. The key witness is due in court tomorrow, Seth Knox.
Yeah, I saw that.
Since when do you read anything other than the social pages?
I am not that superficial.
Really?
Knox is meant to know who the bigwigs of the drug ring are, right? How are you getting him to talk?
I can't really go into that.
Oh, come on, it's just Tans. She's not going to tell anyone. He bargained for a shorter jail term in exchange for spilling the beans. And it is all thanks to my clever big brother. Anyway, I should be getting to work. See you at handover, and you give him hell.
Thanks, mate. Have a good one.
Did some research. He's a busy man, your friend Eddie. Bribing custom officials, beating up whoever gets in his way.
He's not my friend.
Then why have you been meeting up with him? And don't pretend you haven't. I'm not that stupid. You see, the only good reason I can think of is that the guy doesn't know you're a cop and you're doing some sort of undercover thing, which I don't actually believe because your photo's been in the paper too many times.
You've no idea what you're talking about.
Then tell me.
Amended surgical roster for the rest of the week. Could you let Callum know, please?
Sure.
What are you doing?
Don't you read your emails?
I've been flat out. Why?
I'm off to the States on a DHB junket, and Mum's taking over my job for 6 weeks.
So why haven't I heard cries of nepotism echoing through the building?
Are you giving a hard time for employing Isaac?
Nothing I can't handle.
He's not very popular at the moment, is he?
Neither am I, by association. Have you listened to Callum? I'm only sticking up for him because he's my cousin.
Well, your instincts have always been pretty spot on. What are they telling you?
Stick with him. But it's hard when he keeps stuffing up every time I turn around.
I must admit, he's pretty full of himself.
Remind you of anyone?
You, when you were his age, if the stories are to be believed. But look at you now. You didn't turn out so bad.
Good luck in the States. Knock him dead.
Thank you.
Well, good luck.
Wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kiss you.
I think it was a two-way street.
I don't know what I was thinking, and I'm not getting on that plane tomorrow angsting about it.
It was two old friends saying goodbye to each other. That's allowed, isn't it? It was a nice kiss, too.
Well, we never had any problem in that area.
No. I never did mean to hurt you, with Gabrielle, I mean.
I know, but you did, and it hurt like hell.
If it's any consolation, she did the same thing to me.
Did you feel completely wretched? Like a total failure?
Oh, yes.
Then we're even.
Sucks being dumped.
No, big time.
I'd almost forgotten.
Well, at least you didn't go on some big self-destructive rampage looking for a Gabrielle replacement.
There's not a lot of Gabrielles out there.
Oh, Chris Warners. But I knew that, and I tried anyway. Look where that got me.
There'll be someone out there somewhere. Who knows? You might meet a nice doctor in the States.
Please, you are as bad as my family. I am not looking anymore. Mr. Wright can wait, wherever he is.
Am I witnessing a breakthrough?
Maybe.
I'm off to get a coffee. Would you like to have one with me?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I'll see you when you get back.
Yeah, see you then.
I can see what Tracy was on about now.
What do you mean?
You've had a bad run with guys that's made you suspicious.
You and Tracy have been talking about me.
Like you two haven't talked about me.
A little bit.
You haven't mentioned Eddie to her, have you?
No. I'm thinking about it.
Don't.
And see, Doug, if you're so above board, what's the problem?
If I tell you this, you have to swear to keep it to yourself.
Not so sure I can do that.
You'll understand why when I tell you.
All right, fine. I promise.
Eddie Ho's an undercover cop. He's been in deep cover nearly 5 years now. He's the only reason we've got these guys to trial. We're so close. And it's all down to him.
I never even thought about that. Not for a minute. I'm sorry.
And if you breathe a word of this to anyone, it won't be just my life in danger.
I know. I won't. I won't. I really am sorry.
Oh, wait. Where are you going?
Everything's in order. I've run through most things with Mum, and she won't let you down.
Oh, I'm sure, thank you.
Have you got Randall Grove's contact number?
I thought the DHB organised all that for you.
Oh, I'm meeting him tomorrow in the business class lounge. I just wanted to ring ahead to say hi and, well, tell him how excited I am.
That's why you make such a good impression with people. Come upstairs and I'll give you the number.
You back working?
Observing, that's all right.
Good idea.
I'm back on the horse by the end of the week.
Are you sure you'll be ready?
If not, I'll tell you. Promise.
If he is, the list will flow like a charm.
It's not all about the list, Scotty.
True.
You don't look happy. What have I done now?
Mess with my roster for the second time in one day.
You told me to take time off. I didn't realize it was an order.
Wasn't.
Good. Wouldn't want to hack you off any more than I have already.
He seems to have bounced back pretty well.
That's what I'm worried about.
Can you give me a cold drink too, please?
Sure.
Ooh, me too, sweetheart.
What the hell are you doing here?
Where's Knox's safe house?
Dream on.
You give me the address or I might just have to move in here until you do. How'd Sis feel about that? Yeah, but on the side, feel like a party, Get out.
Who are you talking to?
Some kids collecting for their school. Let's go back to bed, eh?
You forgot the drinks, Doofus.
Oh, great, you can help me. I've got coffee backlog forever.
What's everybody else?
I told them to set up the dining room for lunch.
Well, go get them then. Doesn't Trish just slow an hour away?
I can't. I ordered them to do it and they don't listen to me as it is. If I untell them, then it's major egg on my face.
You ordered them. Dear, I can just hear the tone of voice.
That's right, laugh at me. What hope do I have if even my own husband won't take me seriously?
Just go serve those. Dana, Glenn. Jackie, Brian, through here, will you? Come on. Right, listen up. Sophie is now co-manager, so I want you all to show her the same respect you show me, OK?
Sure.
Fine. Good. Now, Sophie tells me somebody gave her a hard time earlier. Who was that? Sophie? Me? Brian. OK, you're fired. Pack your things and get going.
All he did
now. Best if you get back to work.
Ordering stationery.
I've done it 1,000 times, Yvonne.
Hardly.
I might reinstate my mail system.
You and your colour coding. It might have looked pretty, but people never really got the hang of it.
People never got the hang of it, Yvonne, because people
Okay,
never
good.
tried.
You're both here.
Oh, Libby, you'll know. It was Yvonne who couldn't get the hang of my mail system, wasn't it?
Rubbish! I could
Excuse me. This is important.
Is this what you're looking for? The courier has just dropped it in.
You're travelling business class, you lucky thing.
You looked.
Well, a quick sneaky, Libby doesn't mind.
Honestly, how can I leave this man in charge?
You'll be glad I did look.
Why?
Well, I got the return date wrong, see? 25th of May, 2011.
If this is a universe trying to tell me something, I am way ahead of it.
I'll change it, shall I?
No. I might be ready to come back for a holiday by then.
What are you talking about?
I've decided I'm leaving Shortland Street and moving to the States. It's time.
We're flying high tonight on One as we celebrate our trailblazing pioneers and aviators who helped shape the industry in Ireland and worldwide at 10:15. Next, Emma and Chris have been through hell and it's time to lay Sam to rest in Doctors.